Woohoo! Mystic GLoLady here, and yes, my precious Bella May is joining me, and I would like to invite you on March the 22nd of 2016 to an interview that I am going to be doing. It is going to be on the X Zone, and Rob McConnell is going to be the host, or shall I say is the host, but March 22nd from 9 until 10 p.m. on xzoneradiotv.com. You can hear me, and they will be asking me a few questions, and that way you'll get to know even more about me, and how weird I am and how weird you might be. So I hope to see you. It's going to be a really cool experience, and I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, nothing like a hair in your mouth. Hopefully I won't have any of those, or those frogs in my throat, or anything like that. So, well, you ready to check out what the astrological divination reading is going to be for March? Hang on, here it comes. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? This is your divination reading for March 2016. Yes, I took a little bit of a break. Everyone has to have a little bit of a break. I have been working on my astrological cheat sheets so that you too can learn astrology quickly and faster, quickly and easily. That's how I'm looking at it. So watch for them in May, or I'm sorry, April. What am I thinking? May. No. Oh, come on, please. Okay, for sure by May. I'm shooting for when I do my radio show interview on March the 22nd. That's what I'm shooting for, but we all know Murphy's my uncle, so if it can go wrong, it will go wrong at the most opportune time, and there again, that's okay too. This too shall pass. So, Scorpio, general reading. Scorpio Ascendant, we are putting you in the first house, so planetarily, they would probably add up a whole lot better. And also for a Scorpio moon, how you would act emotionally. And underneath, we have the Nine of Cups, the material happiness. Woo! You'd rather be happy than right? Come on, Scorpio. We know you. Scorpio, I desire. And we have Mars in there, starting it out. At the beginning of the month, we have Mars in there at 28 degrees of Scorpio. And then on the 7th, it moves to 0 degrees of Sagittarius. And then at the end of the month, it's at 7 degrees of Sagittarius, okay? So, beginning of the month, we're focusing on you. And then after that, it's going to the second house, which is your finances. So, at the beginning of the month, we have the Princess of Wands. That's going into the first house. That's you. Are you working on you? What kind of new things are you working on you for? In the second house, we have your finances, your possessions. You have Saturn. Saturn is that teacher in there. And then remember, Mars is going to be going in there too. So your finances, what is it with finances? Because Saturn is going to be going retrograde on the 25th. Okay, starts out 15 degrees of Sagittarius. And then 25th, it goes retrograde at 16. At the end of the month, it's going to be 16. Okay, so are you blowing too much money? Are you learning that lesson about money? And you have the Prince of Swords. Okay. Think before you speak, think before you act, and don't always believe it until you see it, okay? In the third house, you have Capricorn, you have Pluto. Pluto is that death and transformation. The third house is your communication, short distance travels, and you have the death card. You have an end of, a beginning of, on top of Pluto and Capricorn. So what in your communications needs to change? Does that mean that you are going to change how you usually keep it in, and you are going to start opening it up? Or are you going to keep it in? Okay, what needs to change in there? In your fourth house of home, you have the Aquarius in there. You have Mercury and you have Venus starting out the beginning of the month. Mercury is going to be flying, okay? It's going to be at 22 degrees of Aquarius. On the 6th, it's going to go to 0 degrees of Pisces. On the 23rd, it will be at 1 degree of Aries, and at the end of the month, it'll be 18 degrees of Aries. So, Mercury, your home, your friends, your friends, your fun, creativity, sex, children, and ends up at health and work. So what kind of communications is going to be flying? Okay, what do you need to communicate it out there? Now, you have the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Wealth card in that fourth house. Okay, a rich home. All right. Now, Venus is there at 18 degrees. On the 13th, it will go to 0 degrees of Pisces, and it will end 23 degrees of Pisces. So your home, you are getting some money, okay? You are going to have some cash. Don't blow it all on your friends, okay? Now, you have Pisces in the 5th house. Fun, creativity, sex, children, Pisces, I believe, Neptune, illusions, delusions. You have the sun shining on it, and you have the new moon. That is a total solar eclipse on the 9th. Okay, and you also have the Five of Pentacles, the material trouble. So what was I just saying about blowing too much money on your friends? Okay, money does not buy friends or happiness. True friends. Okay, because the best thing about bad times is you find out who your true friends are. So if you've got all kinds of money, you've got all kinds of friends. But it's what kind of friends do you want to buy? Okay, so, do you want to buy your friends? Aries is in your 6th house, Aries energy. Okay, the Aries, the I am. Okay, health, work, service, daily routine, Uranus, unusual, inspiration. What's the change? Okay, Uranus is 18 degrees of Aries. It's going to be ending the month at 19 degrees of Aries. So what kind of new things are you changing in your health or your work sector? Okay, new ideas, new changes. What's coming up? You have a Five of Cups, a loss in pleasure. Okay, are you using that emotional loss outside of you that's manifesting as an illness, a dis-ease within you? Okay, so watch what's going on outside of you. All right, now Taurus in the 7th house of partnerships, the I have, and back to that Taurus in the 7th house with the I have, the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and you have a Four of Cups, the blended pleasure. Okay, so what is it in relationships that you are looking for? Are you looking for someone to work with? Is that the kind of romantic relationship, partnership that you are looking for? In the 8th house, you have Gemini. Gemini is the I think energy. And the 8th house is other people's money, death, inheritance, taxes. And you have the Prince of Wands in the 8th house. So it's like working with other people's money, working for other people's money. What's working and what isn't. In the 9th house of higher learning, spiritual quests, and long distance travels. And you have the 7 of Pentacles, the success unfulfilled. Are you looking to take a trip? And it's like, there isn't money to do that? Is it a trip that you have to take but you really don't want to take? And it's a drain in there somehow? In the 10th house, you have the energy of Leo. Leo is the I will roar in my career. And you have the 2 of Cups, the love, the loving your work. Are you doing what you really love to do in your work, or are you having a problem? Okay, now, in the 11th house, in the 11th house of hopes, wishes, friends, and associates, you have Virgo. Virgo energy. Virgo is the I analyze. Are you analyzing your friends? What about your hopes and wishes? Are you analyzing what your hopes and wishes are? Because you have Jupiter in there, and Jupiter is retrograde, okay? 19 degrees retrograde, going back to 18 degrees retrograde in the month of March. Now you also have the full moon, and that is a partial lunar eclipse on the 23rd. So what is it that you need to get rid of? You have the 10 of Swords, the rune. Are you analyzing your friends to find out which are the ones who are good and which are the ones who would rather see you, okay? Which ones are the good and which ones aren't, okay? You're analyzing, all right? Your hopes, your wishes. What do you hope comes true for you? In the 12th house, of karma, of hidden enemies, secrets, jails, institutions, you have Libra, and Libra is that balance. Now you also have the 3 of Cups. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back and look over, because you have a couple of challenges, and a big one is staying true to you. Okay, Scorpio. So, in analyzing your friends, what is it that you want, okay, in your friendships? Okay, is it the material happiness? Is it the material possessions that your friends give you? Or could that be where the problem lies, that whether the energy just isn't, it's got to balance, okay? Your energy has got to balance in the give and take. All right, so don't be blowing too much money on your friends that are not worth your support. Okay, that's going to be a biggie. Do what you love and love what you do, but don't be giving too much financially. Don't give too much energy to those who are only your friends because you are generous. okay? Because we know how Scorpio is. Scorpio will sting you with their tail if, yeah. If you're not being true, it's like, and even if you are being true, Scorpio will still and sting your butt. So, Scorpio, X-Zone Radio, TV.com. Come see me. Come listen to my radio interview. It's an internationally syndicated radio talk show out of Canada, X-Zone. I'm looking very forward to my interview on March the 22nd, 2016, from 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, 10 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Rob McCullum, thank you, McConnell. Thank you for inviting me. I'm looking forward to it. So, Scorpio, don't sting too hard. Love you.